Good morning. It's not actually morning today. It's like 4 p.m., which is not great. But slow day is okay every once in a while. And it's my birthday. I am turning 23 today. 23 years ago, I was born into a hospital about 1.5 miles from where I sit right now. On the day I was born, there was construction going on at the hospital in the labor section, a couple rooms down from where my mom was. I believe they even had to move rooms at some point because they couldn't hear the priest that they had in there over the sounds of jackhammering. But I've always thought that was kind of funny that, probably some of the first sounds I heard as I entered this world were jackhammering and power tools, and maybe that's why I like power tools now. I don't feel amazing today. I understand the necessity of a break day every once in a while, but I never like taking breaks. I never like not feeling like I've accomplished anything in a day. But it's been a busy weekend, so understandably I had to crash for a day. One of my closest friends, Alex, that I've known for about 10 years, his birthday is October 1st. The day before mine. So we both came back to our hometown and we did kind of a double birthday weekend. So we were up late a couple nights in a row, and I know people that can operate on 5 hours of sleep, shifting what time they sleep all the time. I cannot do that. I need consistent sleep. I need consistent 8 or 9 hours. I am unfortunately not able to function on a sparse sleep schedule like a lot of people can. And so after, 3 or so days of staying up past midnight every night, not getting a ton of quality sleep, I'm understandably a little bit slowed down today. But this is our starting point. It's the start of the month. It's the second. This is where we're starting from. A rough routine. Not a very productive day, and we'll see where we can get off of this little habit building daily video. I got some questions on the last video. If you have any more questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I'll start going through those. I'm not going to do any today, but I'm keeping them. I feel like I should have some profound thought on my birthday of ooh, this is where I was 1 year ago, 2 years ago, all that. I don't really, but a birthday is a reminder day, a good time to realize just how far you can come in a year. A year flies by like nothing. My 22nd birthday doesn't feel like that long ago, but when I look at where I was then versus now, slow incremental improvements really do add up. It's a reminder that everything that you are struggling on day to day, that you feel like, I'm not getting better at this is going to be a struggle forever. Slowly, you may not see it day to day, but on a long-term scale, you do get better at things. 1 year ago, I was doing a daily series in October, and going back and watching a lot of those videos, I'm realizing just how I was less comfortable talking on camera. That was a big part of the experiment. Was talking into a camera for 31 days, and now that's not as big of a deal for me. And also, I didn't even know how to operate my camera that well. It was during that series 1 year ago that I realized my Canon camera autofocus works better in 1080 than 4K. I was figuring out my picture profile settings so that I could color grade things properly. I was experimenting with vintage lenses. All of that was only a year ago. My filmmaking skills and talking to camera skills, talking in general skills, general confidence have all improved quite a bit in only a year. And so applying that to today, as I'm feeling a little like crap for sleeping in and, napping away most of the day, I'm reminded of years before when I used to sleep through classes in college. I've always been an ambitious guy, and a guy with a lot of aspirations, but the entire year and a half or 2 years that I was in college, I wanted to make videos, and I filmed maybe 2 things. A year ago when I was in Bloomington, I had that cellar studio, and I only ever made the 1 video in there. And I moved upstairs into the house, I made like 2 videos. And so I can beat myself up all I want for not feeling like I'm as productive as I need to be right now, but I've posted 6 videos in the last 6 months. That's more than I posted all of last year. And so as I've improved in these other skills, filmmaking, confidence, talking, I got to remind myself that the fatigue issues and routine, keeping a routine will improve as well. Even if it feels like day to day, I sometimes make progress and sometimes fall back. For context, by the way, if you don't know me personally, I have a fatigue condition. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome loosens all your blood vessels, so blood flow doesn't work as well. I get tired easier, need more sleep, need more exercise. And not that having a condition makes my problems any more or less valid than anybody else. It's really not as bad of a thing as a lot of people have. Mr. Beast is the biggest YouTuber in the world, and he has Crohn's. But it is a daily struggle that I am slowly figuring out how to manage between my incredibly ambitious personality and my incredibly not ambitious physiology. Energy management. That's my biggest thing that I'm focused on right now. All things considered, I came back to my hometown to party for the double birthday weekend. Stayed up late a couple nights, and now I'm dealing with the repercussions of that. But do I regret it? No. Can I learn lessons from it? Sure. I'm 23 now. I'm still young as hell. But friends are getting married. We're slowly getting more adult, less college hooligans. And at some point I have to examine closer the trade-offs of staying up late like I'm still in college versus, being a little bit more of a responsible adult and considering what Monday is going to be like before I make plans on Friday. Anyway, I said I wanted these to be 4 or 5 minutes. That was definitely like 8 minutes. Put some questions in the comments if you have any. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.